Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Forgotten a name you know you should know? Have you lost your train of thought halfway through a conversation? Or you needed a nap after lunch? Struggle to focus on something simple that should have been very simple. Maybe you've told yourself, I'm just getting older. I'm stressed. I've got too much going on. But what if your brain is trying to tell you something? What if brain fog isn't simply a sign of aging? What if the memory problems aren't always just stress? What if low energy isn't because you need more caffeine? What if the problem is not lack of motivation, but lack of fuel? Today, we're going to be talking about brain fog, memory problems, low energy, blood sugar, insulin resistance, ketones, and some practical things you can do to support your brain naturally. Stay tuned. If you're tired of sugar cravings, brain fog, fatigue, and all the conflicting health and diet advice, and you just want to know what's happening inside of your body, you're in the right place. I'm TaShawn Davis, holistic health coach, registered nurse, and metabolic health educator. I help you break sugar cravings through balanced blood sugar so you can take your health back naturally. So grab your favorite sugar-free drink, pop in those earbuds, and let's learn how to work with our body and not against it. Before we jump in, I want to personally invite you to my Summer Energy and Cravings Reset Workshop. If you're tired of feeling tired, if you're struggling with cravings, energy crashes, brain fog, or blood sugar issues, this workshop was created for you. The prediabetes, diabetes, all the things that point to insulin resistance. This is for you. June 22nd, 7 to 9:30 p.m., live on Zoom for $17. And I have a very special guest, a couple of them. One that has put her heart into making sugar-free candies that actually have a good ingredient that won't cause your belly to reject you. She'll be speaking and just some other very special guests. So make sure you come and join us on June 22nd. Summerreset.writethevision22.com/join is how you will get in there, and the information will also be in the show notes. I didn't start this journey because I wanted to lose weight, y'all. I started because I was worried about my brain. I was literally losing my mind. There was a season in my life where I started noticing things that concern me. One day I would put my lotion on my face. A few moments later, I could not remember if I put my lotion on. So I put it on again. Then I asked myself, did I really forget? Or am I imagining this? Then it happened again and again and again. Now, that may sound small, but when your memory starts changing, it gets your attention, especially when you're relatively young. I was 30 years old, y'all. I started noticing that my brain didn't feel as sharp and something was off, and it literally scared me. Many people don't know is one of the most fascinating facts about the human body is your brain is only about 2% of your body weight, yet it uses 20% of your body's energy. Think about that. 20%. Your brain is expensive. It requires a tremendous amount of fuel. Every thought, memory, decision, conversation, every emotion, and even movement requires energy. So if the brain requires that much energy, what happens when the energy metabolism isn't working well? This is where we need to revisit a term that we've talked about many, many times on this podcast, the whole podcast, insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that helps move fuel where it needs to go. Think of it like a key. When the body becomes resistant to insulin, the pancreas often compensates by producing more insulin. And this process begins years before someone is diagnosed with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Your cells are way too full and your body can't receive anymore. People think that insulin resistance only affects blood sugar, but insulin receptors are found throughout the body, including the brain. Many metabolic experts now believe that brain fogs may be one of the earliest clues that something is happening metabolically. Now, that doesn't mean that every person with brain fog has insulin resistance, but it does mean we should pay attention because it's highly connected, especially if the brain fog is just another symptom that we've already talked about, if you also have belly fat, skin tags, cravings, fatigue after meals, your triglycerides are high, your blood pressure high, you have fatty liver, PMOS, or prediabetes, your brain often whispers before it tells a loud screaming story. Here's something that many people haven't heard before. Brain fog is not always a brain problem. Sometimes it's an energy problem. That's why I love teaching about metabolic health, because many people are chasing symptoms while missing the root cause. This is where I'll talk about ketones. Many listeners know me because I talk about low carb and ketogenic approaches. But why? Why do I talk about this? Not the diet, but the physiology of it. Ketones are an alternative fuel source the body can make when carbohydrates are reduced. Researchers continue studying ketones because the brain can use them as fuel. That doesn't mean everyone needs to eat a strict ketogenic diet, but it does help explain why so many people get better in all of these areas that were just named. And mental clarity and brain fog reduced is one of the very first things that happens, which is pretty cool because you can start to live again. The brain needs fuel. The question is, are we giving it quality fuel? This is also why I encourage people not to fear healthy fats. Your brain is largely composed of fat. Your body uses cholesterol to build hormones. Cell membranes depends on it, and so does your brain. Quality animal protein, eggs, fish, healthy fats. These are not things that your body was designed to fear. They are building blocks. So what can you do? Number 1, pay attention to when your brain fog happens. Is it after meals, in the afternoon, after a poor night of sleep? Is it after you've eaten sugar? Number 2, prioritize protein. Number 3, reduce ultra-processed foods. Number 4, get out there and walk after meals. Number 5, get quality sleep. Number 6, strength train when you're ready. And number 7, make sure you stay hydrated with proper minerals and electrolytes. And talk to your healthcare provider about getting the proper metabolic labs like fasting insulin and know your A1C. These clues can often tell a bigger story. One of my favorite scriptures is 2 Timothy 1:7. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. I love that phrase, a sound mind, because many people are silently struggling. They think they're losing their self, thinking that it's just aging, thinking they have no options. Friend, don't panic. Get curious. Your body may simply be asking you for something different. Brain fog is not always a brain problem. Sometimes it's an energy problem. Sometimes it's a blood sugar problem or metabolic problem. And sometimes it's just your body's early warning symptoms saying, please pay attention. Because we're not broken or weak. You may simply need better information. And the good news is small changes repeated consistently can create incredible results. And that's exactly why I wrote Sugar Deception. Because I wanted people to understand the sugar connection that nobody was explaining to me. I'll put the link in the show notes if you'd like to learn more. Until next time, remember, you are needed in this hour. Join us for the Summer Reset. summerreset.writethevision22.com. And the information will be in the show notes. I would love to see you all there. We thrive better when we have a community, and you'll meet many people who are wanting to know the same things you are, needing to get through this summer with some accountability and support. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Alrighty, my friend, if this episode has helped you understand your body a little bit better and helped you have the confidence to make better informed healthcare decisions, share it with someone you know who may be struggling with sugar cravings, brain fog, or fatigue, because they may not even realize that blood sugar could be the reason. And also leave a review because it really helps more people find this. Remember, the goal is to reverse 1 million type 2 diabetes in my lifetime. And as always, I want to remind you the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And some people are fighting every day just to have the health and energy to live their everyday life that they were called to live. So I am praying for your health. I am praying for your strength, and I'll see you on the next episode.